The heavyweight division is on fire again, and all eyes are locked on Abu Dhabi. UFC 321 is here, and it's shaping up to be one of the biggest events of the year. The rematch fans have been begging for. Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane. Two elite heavyweights, both with something to prove, and only one will walk out undisputed. The energy heading into fight week is electric. Media Day just wrapped, and the interviews gave us everything. Confidence, strategy, tension, and just a touch of rivalry. Aspinall, the reigning champ, made it clear that he's not here to play it safe. He's here to build a legacy. Gane, calm as ever, said he's learned from their first encounter and promised fans they'll see a new Ciryl. But behind those words, you can feel the pressure building. Abu Dhabi, Fight Island. The stakes? Everything. The UFC 321 Media Day kicked off early, streaming live from the Etihad Arena. And if you missed it, trust me, it was worth watching. Fighters from every corner of the card stepped up to the mic, but none captured the spotlight quite like Tom Aspinall. The British heavyweight champion carried himself with calm determination, answering questions with precision. He talked about his growth since capturing the title and how this fight isn't just about defending gold. It's about defining who he is as a fighter. Ciryl Gane followed, bringing that trademark French composure, quietly confident, laser-focused. He admitted that the first fight still stings, but he's not dwelling on the past. "I've evolved," he said. "This time, I'm ready for every situation." You could feel the shift in tone. This wasn't just hype. It was personal redemption on display. What makes this rematch so compelling is the contrast between these two men. Aspinall, the technician with knockout power and a wrestling background, versus Gane, the smooth, fluid striker with some of the best footwork we've ever seen in the heavyweight division. Their first clash left questions unanswered, but this time, both fighters are coming in sharper, hungrier, and fully aware of what's at stake. During Media Day, Aspinall said, "The legacy I want to leave is that I was entertaining, smart, and fearless. I'll fight anyone." That line hit differently. You could tell he meant every word. Gane responded later, saying he respects Tom, but plans to show why he deserves the crown. There's no bad blood, just mutual respect wrapped in explosive ambition. And that's what makes this fight pure MMA theater. But UFC 321 isn't just about the heavyweight headliner. The entire card is stacked with talent. In the co-main event, Virna Jandiroba faces Mackenzie Dern in a strawweight title fight that could steal the show. Both women are elite grapplers, and their contrast in style adds so much intrigue. Jandiroba brings relentless pressure, while Dern's slick submissions can end the night in a heartbeat. Then, we've got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Bautista, a bantamweight clash with title implications written all over it. Umar, carrying the legendary Nurmagomedov name, is out to prove he's not just another member of the family. He's the future of the division. And let's not forget Volkov versus Jailton Almeida, two heavyweights who could easily headline their own event. Every matchup on this card screams fireworks. The atmosphere around Fight Island is unreal. You can almost feel the heat radiating off the octagon days before the first punch is thrown. Fans are flying in from all over the world, and Abu Dhabi has turned into a melting pot of MMA energy. Media crews are everywhere, cameras flashing as fighters stare each other down. Aspinall and Gane's face-off was tense but respectful, the kind of silent intensity that says more than any trash talk ever could. Tom stood tall, his focus unshaken, while Gane's eyes never left his. It's the kind of moment where you can tell both men know what's coming. The calm before chaos. UFC President Dana White called this the perfect fight to headline the last big card before year-end. And he's absolutely right. The stakes couldn't be higher. For fans in the US, the time zones might be brutal, but this is one of those cards worth waking up for. The early prelims kick off at 10 a.m. Eastern, followed by the prelims at noon, and the pay-per-view main card starts at 2 p.m. on ESPN+. It's a full day of fights, from rising prospects to world champions, and everything about it screams spectacle. UFC 321 feels like a global celebration of MMA. The kind of event that reminds fans why this sport captivates millions. And what's special is that it's happening in Abu Dhabi, a city that's become the modern epicenter of high-profile combat sports. Fight Island has grown from an experiment during the pandemic into an icon, a symbol of UFC's worldwide reach. And this weekend, it's once again the heartbeat of the fight world. Still, beyond all the glitz, what truly defines UFC 321 are the stories of the fighters stepping into that cage. For Aspinall, this isn't just a title defense. It's a test of everything he's built his career on. Speed, precision, and heart. He's faced injuries, setbacks, and doubt. But each time, he's come back stronger. For Gane, it's redemption. He's been to the top before, but fell short. And now, he's fighting not just for gold, but to prove he belongs among the elite. Both men are respectful, but make no mistake, once the cage door closes, all that politeness evaporates. The heavyweight division is ruthless, and one perfectly timed strike can rewrite history. That's why fans love this sport. Every second matters. Every exchange could end it all. As fight night approaches, all the talk fades and only anticipation remains. Fans will tune in from every corner of the globe, holding their breath as Aspinall and Gane step into the spotlight. No more interviews, no more predictions. Just two warriors, one championship, and 5 rounds that could define their legacies. Maybe Aspinall cements his reign with another dominant performance. Maybe Gane shocks the world with the comeback story of the year. Either way, UFC 321 is a reminder of why we love combat sports. The drama, the unpredictability, the raw emotion that unfolds when the cage door shuts. So mark your calendars, get your snacks ready, and prepare for chaos on Fight Island. Because when that bell rings in Abu Dhabi, the world will be watching who walks out as the true king of the heavyweights. And that's what makes UFC 321 truly special. It's not just another fight card. It's a global moment. You've got champions defending their legacies, contenders chasing glory, and fans from every continent staying up late or waking up early just to feel that adrenaline rush. This is what combat sports are all about. The raw emotion, the unpredictable storylines, and the human drama that unfolds in real time. When Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane finally step into that octagon, everything else fades away. The training, the interviews, the hype, it all comes down to this. 5 rounds to define greatness. So whether you're watching live from Abu Dhabi or streaming from your couch in the US, don't blink. UFC 321 will deliver moments that people will replay for years. Hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us, who do you think walks out as champion?